Mama June. Eldridge Toney finally turns the page. Announces new relationship 1 year after wife Anna's passing. Late Anna Cardwell's widower Eldridge Toney seems finally ready to start a new chapter of life. He just introduced his new girlfriend to fans and looked happy to move on from the devastating loss of his wife. The Mama June star married Anna soon after her cancer diagnosis. Toney and the latter dated for several years and built a beautiful life together. Sadly, his wife's cancer diagnosis turned their lives upside down. He was already very close to her 2 daughters, Caitlin and Kyle. Hence, the reality celeb didn't waste time tying the knot with his lady love. But fate has other plans. Anna passed away and her daughters were separated. Eldridge vowed to always keep in touch with the little girls and play the role of a father figure for them. He seems to have finally found love again. Who is the lucky girl? Mama June. Eldridge takes major steps to move on from Anna's passing. Eldridge and Anna had the most wholesome love story on Mama June. The latter was already the mother of 2 daughters from her previous relationships when she met him. However, she was glad to have someone who treated her girls as his own. Unfortunately, Toney couldn't take custody of Anna's daughters legally after her passing. Hence, living in the same home was too difficult. Gift baskets. He struggled to live in a place that was once full of laughter and great memories. Eldridge finally understood that it would be tough to go through the same memories again and again. He moved to a new home 1 year after his wife's passing. However, the reality TV celeb decided to keep the memories with him forever in the form of pictures. Toney showed people the collection of photos above his fireplace in his new home. Mama June. Eldridge introduces new girlfriend to fans. Eldridge Toney received a lot of love from fans for his genuine love story with Anna Cardwell. He didn't leave her side even after her cancer diagnosis and stood with her in every challenge. The reality TV celeb wasn't the biological dad of Caitlin and Kylie. Hence, Toney was unable to obtain legal custody of Anna's daughter. Fans hoped he would find love again and move on from the passing of his wife. Recently, the Mama June star surprised fans when he introduced his new lady love to the world. Toney shared a picture with a mystery woman and his stepdaughter, Caitlin. The lady was also holding a little girl in her arms, which means she is already a mother of 1 child. Eldridge admitted that losing his wife was the hardest chapter of his life in the caption. TV subscription service. He stated, "The grief, the silence, and the empty spaces she once filled were overwhelming." Anna's widower accepted that there were days he felt he would never feel whole again. But Toney now understands that healing doesn't mean forgetting. He knows that his wife would have also wanted him to love again, smile again, and move on from the pain. The WeTV star carries Anna's memories with him every day as a reminder of how deeply he loved her. Toney explained, "Moving forward doesn't mean leaving her behind." Fans were happy he finally moved on from the loss and included Caitlin in his new beginning. Keep returning to TV season and spoilers for more updates on Eldridge's dating life. The Mama June universe is reeling with emotion today after Eldridge Toney made a heartfelt, deeply personal announcement that has shaken fans, friends, and family members alike. 1 year after the tragic passing of his beloved wife, Anna Chickadee Cardwell, Eldridge has revealed that he is finally beginning a new chapter, stepping cautiously, respectfully, and vulnerably into a new relationship. The revelation has stirred waves of support, shock, and raw, unfiltered emotion across the Mama June fandom, as Eldridge's journey through grief has been one of the most painful and public in the franchise's history. For many who watched Anna's brave and heartbreaking battle with cancer unfold, Eldridge became a symbol of loyalty and steadfast devotion. He stood by Anna's side through every treatment, setback, victory, and devastating turn. His grief was palpable, and his love for Anna was the anchor that held their blended family together in her final days. After her passing, Eldridge retreated from the spotlight, choosing silence over sympathy and focusing on protecting Anna's daughters, Caitlin and Kylie, while holding on to the pieces of his own shattered heart. According to insiders, Eldridge spent the past year quietly grieving, reflecting, and rebuilding, never rushing himself, never pretending to be okay, and never feeling pressured to move forward before he was ready. But now, after months of introspection and healing, Eldridge has gently stepped back into the light with the announcement that he has opened his heart again. The new relationship, he says, is not a replacement for Anna, nor is it an attempt to fill the void she left behind. Instead, he describes it as a new chapter in a book that Anna helped me write, a way of honoring life, healing, and the promise of emotional rebirth. Sources close to Eldridge reveal that his new partner is someone he met through mutual friends, someone who understands his grief intimately, someone who respects Anna's memory, and someone who never asked him to forget the love he shared with her. The relationship reportedly developed slowly, organically, and with a deep sense of mutual respect. Eldridge's new partner is said to have approached the situation with grace, patience, and tenderness, recognizing that she is stepping into a heart shaped by enduring love and profound loss. Still, the announcement has triggered a complex emotional storm within the family. Who has always been protective of her siblings and their emotional well-being, has reportedly received the news with quiet understanding. Sources say Pumpkin-Nose grief does not follow a straight line and that Eldridge, who stood by Anna until her last breath, deserves a chance at happiness. She has allegedly expressed support, even if the transition naturally comes with mixed emotions. Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, however, is said to be processing the news with more difficulty. Having suffered an intense year of loss, trauma, and adulthood arriving far too quickly, Alana reportedly feels conflicted, wanting Eldridge to heal while still mourning Anna deeply. Insiders say she doesn't oppose the new relationship but is emotionally cautious, worried about how quickly the family dynamic might shift. Meanwhile, Mama June herself is reportedly navigating a complicated mix of emotions. June, who has often struggled to show vulnerability, is said to be surprised by how deeply Eldridge's announcement has affected her. She was close to Anna in a way that only mothers can understand, through tension, through love, through forgiveness, and seeing Eldridge move forward reminds her painfully of everything the family has been through. While June has allegedly told friends she supports Eldridge's right to rebuild his life, she is also navigating her own unresolved grief, guilt, and memories of Anna's final days. What has shocked fans most is Eldridge's decision to go public in the most honest, respectful way possible. Instead of secrecy or hesitation, he chose transparency. Instead of feeling shame about moving forward, he chose vulnerability. In his announcement, he reportedly spoke openly about the guilt widowers often feel when love re-enters their lives, and how he realized that honoring Anna's legacy meant allowing himself to live again, not just survive. Eldridge's daughters, who loved Anna deeply, are also said to be adjusting to the news with both curiosity and cautious optimism. Those close to the family say the girls miss their mother every day but want the man who raised them with such devotion to find peace and stability again. Behind the scenes, there is also a quiet acknowledgement that Anna herself would have wanted Eldridge to eventually find comfort again. Many believe she would have encouraged him to keep living, loving, and building the family they created together. But even with this emotional support, Eldridge's new chapter is not without challenges. The spotlight is bright, public opinion is loud, and the emotional wounds of last year are still fresh. Transitioning into a new relationship after such profound loss requires grace, boundaries, communication, and patience, all things Eldridge is said to be navigating with care. Fans across social media have flooded Eldridge with messages of love and compassion. Many see his announcement not as a betrayal of Anna's memory, but as a testament to the depth of the love they shared. Moving forward is not forgetting, it is healing. It is honoring everything that came before. It is choosing hope after heartbreak. And now, with this new relationship blooming softly in the shadows of grief, Eldridge Toney stands at the start of a new emotional journey, one filled with possibility, vulnerability, and the courage to love again. As the Mama June world watches closely, one truth remains powerfully clear. Eldridge isn't replacing the past. He's carrying it with him as he steps into a future Anna would have wanted for him. One where happiness, healing, and love are allowed to coexist with memory, loss, and legacy.